Okay, we're going to be doing a book review over The Green Mile, written by Stephen King. That most of you know who Stephen King is. He wrote a lot of famous books. So he wrote this book called The Green Mile about in the year 1932 at a Cold Mountain Penitentiary, a prison, from the perspective of a prison guard named Paul, who was the head of the execution ward in this prison, and they called it the Green Mile. And he writes about this prisoner who comes on the Green Mile named John Coffey. He's there to get executed for the murder and rape of 2 little girls. He writes about leading up to John getting there, the other prisoners on the mile with John, prisoners such as William Wharton, who caused the guards a lot of trouble, other prisoners, a French guy, I cannot pronounce his name. He learns that right away that John is not a normal prisoner. Like, he's not what they usually get on the Green Mile. And he goes to learn that John has this special healing ability that he can help people, he can feel their emotions, he can, heal them with his hands. And the warden, Paul's boss, his wife, the warden's wife, has a brain tumor. So the whole book is basically leading up to them helping the warden's wife. So they sneak John out of the prison to go heal the warden's wife, which was a success. They later go on to figure out and learn that John was not the man who killed and raped those little girls. They didn't believe it. After seeing the way that he healed the warden's wife, how kind of a man he is, they realized, this isn't the guy who killed those little girls. So they, go on to figure out that the other prisoner on the Green Mile, William Wharton, was the actual killer. And that plays out. I'm not going to go into details about it, but and then spoil to the end that, John ends up getting executed for a crime he did not commit. But the whole theme in the book the theme of the book is that what you get is not always what you see. And it symbolizes that, also the best people who help people the most, you have the worst luck. And that it's not you see John and you think he's a murderer and a rapist and that he killed these little girls, and then you go on to learn how nice and kind of a man that he is, and you start to think that how could he do this, but he didn't. And it just goes to show the best people have the rottenest luck, and what you get's not what you see, and you have to expect the unexpected, and you can't always see one thing one way. You have to see it different views in different ways. So that is my book talk about The Green Mile. Thank you.